We're at a really critical moment in society. We have all seen the catastrophic wildfires that are happening across the American West. They are moving at quicker rates, they are burning at hotter temperatures, and we need to figure out ways to mitigate those fires. Prescribed fire is one of our best mitigation strategies that we have. I'm Libby Metcalf, an Associate Dean in the Franke College of Forestry and Conservation. I'm also the Joel Meyer Distinguished Professor of Wildland Management. And I'm here because I'm the UM lead for our EBSCOR program. EBSCOR is a NSF, National Science Foundation, funded program. What it does is it helps build capacity for science in our rural states across the U.S. And so our Montana EBSCOR, the Smart Fires project, is pretty incredible because we decided to make our focus of this on prescribed fire. The ultimate goal of this research is to really understand how Montana can use prescribed fire more efficiently. And most importantly, how can we use it to protect the rural Montana communities that are most impacted by wildfire?
And so it'll get burned in this direction like this. And we'll finish up back here would be my guess, if the forecasted winds hold.
Prescribed fire is a tool. It's a tool that humans use and humans have used for thousands of years to modify their environment. The biggest safety steps happen before the prescribed fire. So there's a planning process, there's a plan that's developed, weather, moisture window, wind windows that let us identify when we can safely burn. Briefings, organization, leadership, clarity of command, all of those things that fire management is really good at help us create the environment in which we can put fire on the landscape and be safe with how we're putting it on the landscape. The fact that we have a scientific community in Montana that is focused on fire, we've built structures that let us do field experimentation and control the process from start to finish, whereby we can plan fires, we can implement fires, we can staff them up with our students and ourselves and partners, and we can set up prescribed fires for scientists to study. And that is a really unique capacity. So prescribed fire is a neat way for the scientific community to gain access to fire. Acknowledging that the intensities in prescribed fire aren't always the same, but there's a better element of control. So prescribed fire provides an environment in which study can occur in the field.
So the Smokevan is basically a tricked out Ford Transit van. We were able to put a whole bunch of science instruments in it to measure air quality, and we're taking it out for fires around western Montana and then hopefully around the western US to study smoke and its impacts on air quality.
So this is our mass spectrometer. It's how we measure all our VOCs. So we can get about 160 different VOC species with it. So that's logging in real time at 1 second resolution.
From a human health perspective, smoke is not good. Particles go really deep into your lungs, they cross into your bloodstream, they cause all sorts of issues. And so you think about a fire column, a big smoke plume, it blows and goes, and it's gonna affect somewhere hundreds of miles downwind. Is that smoke settles overnight and you have the more localized emissions, the smoldering emissions, a lot of that stuff is what actually is gonna sit in the valley and the communities in Montana. And so the van gives us an option to get to those places. We also measure the particle side of smoke, so the part that you actually see when you look at a smoke plume. And that's mainly PM 2.5 and then also some optical properties, because if you look at smoke being transported into communities, you'll see it's either white or black or brown, and all of those different colors that the smoke can take on are important for how they behave in terms of local air and climate issues. And when we talk about prescribed fires, air quality is one of the top things that forest managers are looking into. We think that by burning at different times of the year, we can minimize the chemical formation of ozone and change the transport patterns so that we're burning on days when the smoke is not going to, say, sit in Missoula all afternoon. We can plan it to go someplace, where people aren't. Whereas wildfires, we don't have that. And so prescribed fires are nice because we can, like we said, we can control where and when the smoke happens. And so from a smoke and human health perspective, we hopefully can at least include air quality as part of the decision-making matrix.
Prescribed fire can help us better protect the things that we care the most about in society: our homes, our families, our livelihoods. Our EPSCoR project is funding a lot of different components of prescribed fire, and it's really exciting. One of my favorite parts of this project is the connection that we have with students at the University of Montana. Our project funds internships for undergraduates, and we fund a whole ton of graduate students on this project as well. And what I love about this is it's really creating that future workforce for the state. We have full confidence that our land management agencies are going to be using this work. They're thinking about this, they're partners with us on this research, and we're excited that they might be able to use it to help make better and well-informed decisions.